Oh yeah, I was watching B Merce. I feel like that one really got me. Him being able to stay home, that's huge. I mean, his family is awesome. He was my roommate our freshman year when we got here, and it was just awesome to see him get that call.
Did you know Jordan got drafted?
Oh yeah, they were saying that.
It was like right when you guys were warming up, basically.
Yeah. Jay Mill, I loved it. I feel like just everybody in our DB room, we were all so close, and even on this team. So it's just awesome whenever you get to hear anybody on the team's name.
Jordan's going to Atlanta with Caleb.
Yeah, that's what they said. I forgot.
Did you see some of the reports about Caleb this morning? There's, I don't know, some stuff about just
him
in the weight room. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I mean, that's just like on Wednesdays. It's the country time where they get their time. We all get the time.
Is there
to just
anything
listen to some country.
you can say about Caleb though? Is he
Caleb's awesome. I love Caleb. I mean, like, I don't know anybody in the locker room that doesn't like Caleb. He was always a leader and just friends with everybody on the team. So I don't know if they were trying to turn it on or something, but he's a great guy.
You mentioned the things you learned from the older guys. What are some of the biggest things that you took away from your time around them?
I feel like it's just like the main thing that they said is just trust the process. Like these coaches, like even if you think like, you know, back when I was somewhat getting down on myself, it's like these coaches always believe in you. They're always wanting to put you in the best position to succeed. And I feel like once you just buy into all that, you start making plays, and it's just awesome to have happen.
How did you kind of pull yourself out of that? I mean, when you were feeling a little bit down on yourself?
I think just like to stay in the course. Like, I mean, obviously not everyone comes in and just immediately plays. Like, you got to work your way up, learn from guys above you, and then when it's your turn to make plays, you got to go out there and make plays. And I feel comfortable now that I know the defense almost, I don't want to say in and out, but I have a very good knowledge of the defense, so I feel like it's much easier to make plays when you know what you're doing.
How much fun were you having out there today?
I was having a lot of fun. I mean, the defense, we always have fun. I mean, the offense, I mean, they'll come around, they always do, but it's just exciting when you get to run around and finally, like, all the hard work you've done all spring, and then the spring game, you just get to let it all loose. It's awesome.
During spring, do you find the defense is usually kind of a few steps ahead?
Yeah, I feel like offense is just, it's harder. There's, like, much smaller things you got to, like, details. And defense, you kind of just, like, you know kind of what you're doing, just fly around and just, like, make plays pretty much. I mean, offense, there's so many, like, little blocking schemes and alignments, and it's much harder for them to get going. But I'm sure once the fall time comes, they'll be ready.
With this new group, I mean, how does the culture kind of carry over, especially with the DB room, for as good as you guys have been?
I mean, we always just reload. I feel like we never have a drop off. We're just always next man up. I mean, like, a lot of people here have played. Like, even last year, we had, you know, KT, Elijah, like B-Mac, a lot of them have played, so we're not feeling any kind of drop off this year.
Isaiah, you've probably been asked this a bunch of times, but the pick six, what did you see, and what's the excitement like when you jump around like that?
Oh, I mean,
actually a couple of them today, but the latter one, I guess.
I mean, it's awesome. I mean, you just QB key, you're just running to the out, and you see the ball, you just break, and then when you see green grass like that, I mean, you just got to make sure you catch the ball before you start running. Like Coach Lake says, don't miss a layup. So it was awesome.
You've played pretty much every secondary position this spring, it seems like.
Yeah.
Do you feel most comfortable in a certain spot? You've been a safety, but does it matter to you?
I mean, I'm ready to go wherever helps the defense. So I'm just making sure I can learn all the positions I can, just so I'm as versatile as possible. So whenever they need me, I can go wherever.
There's a few of you guys that kind of bounce around like that. How difficult is it to kind of be ready to play in position?
It's kind of, once we start, like, I mean, in spring we started putting plays and plays. Like, each day it's like 4 or 5 new plays. With so many different positions, it can get kind of challenging. But I mean, after you do it so many times, the repetition, you get a feel for it. So it's not too bad once you get going.
When you had the pick today, that was at nickel, right?
Yeah.
How are you adjusting to that specifically? I know that nickel is kind of a tricky position in terms of you don't have the sideline to help you a lot of times. Just what's the challenge there, and how you're adjusting to that challenge?
Yeah, nickel is tough, but I feel like practicing with nickel, like playing slots, has definitely helped with my feet with the covering slot guys. So then when I do go to safety and then it's like tight ends, it's much easier. I mean, I enjoy like the challenge of trying to guard slots who are much probably quicker than I am, but as long as I have good feet, then it's not too bad. It's all technique.
The first pick, it looked like you dropped off your guy and caught the slant. Was that just your vision, or was that the way you were supposed to play that?
That was just the way the play is set up. So
Okay.
somebody goes in, you kind of like switch off with somebody else, and then you jump, kind of eyes back on the QB and just jump whatever you can.
Hey guys, I appreciate it.